Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and this is game 2 of our tournament. So I'm against the Gobbo King. He's playing as the Dwarfs, and I'm still Bretonnia. So this build I'm not happy with, honestly. There's a few things I think I do differently the second time. I mean, say second time, and another time. Right, when I'm playing Bretonnia versus Dwarfs. At this point, though, yeah, I made a few risks. So basically, I had two paladins because I wanted, something to basically fight with, Thanes or, runesmiths, whatever. Also, I've got a load of foot squires. Obviously, foot squires are great against Dwarves. They got the anti-infantry, the anti-armor, just really useful, right? Just really good. Also, I've got the questing knights, same kind of thing, just really good armor piercing. They can be very useful against the dwarfs. I've also got a couple of peasant bowmen, so one over there and one over there, just to apply some constant pressure, really. They don't do a lot of damage, it's only one armor piercing damage, but frankly, if you neglect them, then they will be able to do a fair bit of damage. And like slayers, obviously don't have the armor, so they can deflect a lot of arrows, but still, they've got some missile resist, but, not the armor. So peasant bowmen will do okay, and they're only 400 quid each, so they're pretty cheap archers, to be honest, just to apply that constant pressure. They're pretty useful. So also I've got these two trebuchets. This is my main mistake, I think. I just don't think the trebuchets are worthwhile in this matchup, honestly. I've never really brought trebuchets before. I tend to try and be more mobile, but because this was a bit more of like a choke point kind of map, I mean a tree, sort of choke point kind of map, I didn't, I thought maybe I'd just get artillery, be useful, but honestly they're rubbish. They're really bad. They're just not good. Just waste of money, I think. This is 2 units of foot squires I was missing out on, and I think just having more infantry would have gone a long way. So also I've got King Lou and Leonker. So brought Ulbrich last time. Now I've gone with Leonker this time. So got some some regeneration, and he's still an absolute trooper. So he's going to be really useful. Also he's got the sword of Corona and all the rest of it. He's good. He's good. Gotta love Louis. So also huge armor piercing on the hippogriff, so it'll be great. And also here I have a damsel with Lore of Beasts. So I should have brought Wissen's wild form, but I didn't. I just brought Flock of Doom. And I know that there's the magic resist I've got to worry about, but honestly, like, dwarfs don't have that much magic resist. You can still whittle down. If there's like a big blob of units, which I was hoping there would be on this kind of map with all the choke points, I'm still going to get a fair bit of damage on a lot of units, so I think it's worth bringing a spellcaster for that. But yeah, I think having some more utility spells to buff my my front line would have been better, seeing as how my front line is 4 units. And here, so the Gobbo King, very diverse army actually. He's got 2 units of miners with blasting charges. There he's got some Longbeards with great weapons, Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Obviously the organ gun you can see shooting there. He's got Trollhammer torpedoes. Over there, more Longbeards with great weapons with some Dwarf Warriors. He's got 2 units of Slayers, and he's got the Peak Gate Guard, which are very, very good actually. They seem to have got a lot of improvements. Also, he's got a Runesmith, he's got a Thane, and he's got Ungrim Iron Fist. So he's got crazy amount of anti-large in this actually. All these good things for taking out large units, because I mean the organ gun is going to shred cavalry. The Trollhammer torpedoes, the Iron Drake, they're just lethal as anything. They will dumpster a hippogriff, and they will do mad damage to cavalry. They're very, very useful. And especially on this kind of map where you can kind of have them up here or something, you can protect them easily. This is actually the perfect map for dwarfs, because I can be as maneuverable as I want, but at the end of the day, he'll see me coming if I'm marching up this way, and all he has to do is move from like here to here, and that's it. My attack is foiled. So no amount of maneuverability is really going to help on this map, honestly. So it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I mean, that's why I brought the trebuchets, really. But this is the worst map for me. The dwarfs are just, they've got a great time here. So let's speed things up and see how it goes. This has gone on long enough. So you can see, again, a bit of early damage onto them, but not a whole lot. You can see the organ guns, though, have already shredded a ton of foot squires. So there's supposed to be 90 of them. There's only 69 left in this group. Like 74 here. Like, I'm just suffering so much damage. So here I realise I can't stay up here. I can't let him come to me. I've got to go to him, because otherwise that organ gun's going to take out my entire army. But I realise if I come over here, so yeah, this is what I mean by the Flock of Doom, right? Big choke point, loads of damage, a load of units. So it's pretty useful. There's a fair bit of damage on these guys, it's not bad. So anyway, I realise if I just approach, try and get here as quickly as possible, that organ gun isn't going to fight through this cliff. I mean, look at the line of sight here. He's going to have to move, so that's good. It'll stop him shooting at me for a bit. So, but you can see, load of runes coming down. So we've got the rune of negation, some extra damage, and look at the damage he's caused already. And these blasting charges just shred infantry like this. These dense formations, yeah, blasting charges. I don't know if they got a buff. They honestly seem a lot better than they used to be. But yeah, I've basically lost a unit foot squires already, and that one is soon to follow. I've got a couple of paladins here trying to deal with the runesmith, but yeah, that's going to take some work. Over here, I try and do as much damage to the warrior's dragonfire pile as possible. My trebuchet is still firing at them, though, which is a terrible idea. And here, look, another Flock of Doom. This will do a fair bit of damage, honestly. It will do fairly well. You can see those slayers are getting whittled down very well, actually. So I think it's worthwhile, honestly. I think Flock of Doom is, but I needed something like Wisson's Wildform to keep these guys fighting. Because I mean, look at this. This is not good. This is not good at all. So pretty scary. Or you know, harmonic convergence or something. Could have brought a different lore and magic entirely. So I'm trying to hit these Peak Gate Guard, but they're still going fine. I basically lost my entire front line already. Here I'm trying to stop these Longbeards from getting around with the Questing Knights, and honestly I do a fair amount of damage on the charge with the Questing Knights, but now they are just completely, there's just so much around here to deal with these guys. So I try and charge in the middle as well, try and do some damage to the Peak Gate Guard. I just want to do as much damage on the charge as possible. They are very weak at the moment. I have almost whittled down that unit, so I want to just get the charge, just, you know, get it dealt with. Here, I'm trying to get on the Troll Drakes, because, sorry, the Iron Drakes, the Troll Hammers, there we go, to try and deal with them. I've got my archers shooting at these Slayers to try and whittle them down, and actually, you can see, yeah, it's doing good work. Like, those volleys are killing a good few models each time, so it's pretty good. But unfortunately here, you know, I'm trying to do the trying to destroy the Warrior's Dragonfire Pass finally, but the Questing Knights just aren't good enough. They can't stay in combat here with all the Slayers and all this other nonsense. And over here, now this is the terrifying thing, he's moved his Organ Gun, and look at this. It just melts the Questing Knights. And the Rune of Wrath and Ruin on there as well is just devastating. Look how slow they're going now. So here, I'm still fighting, you know, just Longbeards here with a Paladin. I don't know where my other Paladin's gone. Oh, there he is. He's trying to get rid of the Iron Drakes, because I need to get my General in here, damaging what I can, but this is not looking good. So I believe we're getting the Flock of Doom here to try and whittle them down, but I mean, I've got no infantry left. And I don't know if you realise this, but Gobbo King still got these Longbeards and these Dwarf Warriors. He completely forgot about them, because he was just busy winning this. And I was throwing everything at him. So it's not good. Got some foot squires back there, which isn't the worst. But you can see here, with the Runesmith, Thane, and Ungrim, King Lewin doesn't stand a chance. And at the moment, he's the only thing I can actually use to fight here. The Paladin's still trying to deal with these Iron Drakes. But look, Organ Gun's firing, and it can reach the whole way. The Organ Gun isn't even the, like, you know, it isn't a really long-range artillery piece. But it can still reach the whole map, because this map is just so narrow. So, yeah, literally couldn't have got a better piece of artillery here. It's just shredding everything down here. And, yeah, what with the maneuverability issues of if I did try and get around to do anything, I mean, he's still got a unit of Slayers back here. He didn't need them. He didn't need to bring them in to deal with anything. But, you know, if I try to move around, he'd just move a unit to intercept. You know, just getting at that would be almost impossible. I was thinking maybe flying units would have been the way to go. You know, if I brought, you know, some Pegasus Knights or something like that. I mean, they're anti-large, which is just awful. You know, Hippogriff Knights, I guess, really high armor piercing. That would have been the best way to go, but they're pretty vulnerable to artillery, you know. A couple of cannon shots will take out a model, and, you know, you can't replenish from that. It's very scary. So, again, just trying to do damage to what I can, but this is tough, honestly. Another Flock of Doom on these guys, trying to do what I can. But, yeah, there's just too much. There's just too much. He just won that early engagement so decisively, and at that point, there's nothing I can do. He doesn't even need to even try at this point. He just has to throw his army at me, and it'll die, you know. So it's pretty bad. So my trebuchets are getting, you know, chased off, as you'd expect. You know, the peasants manning those, they're not going to stand up and fight against Dwarf Warriors. So yeah, it's only a matter of time. So, you know, I still got my damsel there, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty decisive. So that, unfortunately, is our second loss in this tournament. I know, it's going pretty horribly. So let's see the end screen here. So as you can see, the Peasant Bowmen, pretty cheap. Did get a few kills, you know, killed some Slayers, they helped out. The Questing Knights, you know, did a fair bit of damage on the charge, but the Organ Gun just wasted them. And here, I mean, the Foot Squires. These guys are good. Foot Squires are good. They got trashed. Here, look, this is the problem. 190 kills with the Organ Gun. That's not good. 90 for the Peak Gate Guard? That's horrific. These guys are fantastic against Bretonnia, honestly. With the armor, they've got armor sundering, don't they? As well, so it just helps out every other unit, but also they just hit so hard. And yeah, with huge armor piercing. So like even cavalry, they will do mad damage to cavalry. It's very scary, honestly. And yeah, foot squires don't stand a chance. Just Pete Gateguard, fantastic in this matchup, in my opinion. So he had a lot of tools that just completely, you know, outdid my build. I'm not sure how to change it, honestly. With that map, I just can't think of a good solution. I can't think of a good Bretonnia build that could have actually, you know, exploited anything there. Because yeah, that map was built for the dwarfs. Obviously, I don't want to diminish Gobbo King's victory, but it was an uphill climb for me. Yeah, it's so easy to turtle with the dwarfs in an area like that. Obviously, he did come straight at me, but you know, just in that choke point, I couldn't get past it with anything. I couldn't shut down that organ gun. Yeah, my whole front line got completely decimated. So it's pretty tough. Pretty tough indeed. So, guys, obviously, I hope you tune in for the next battle. There'll be 2 more in the group stages, and hopefully some more after that. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.